Welcome to Karmaspiritus. My name is T. I'm a reader, healer, medium, and a tarot reader, but not in the traditional way. I read the energy of whatever comes up when the cards are turned over. Please feel free to turn these messages around. It may not be for you, maybe for a cross-watcher, maybe for someone close to you. Please receive these messages in love and light. I hope you can hear the honesty and truth within these messages. As I said, this message may not be for you. It may not just be for July. It may be a message ongoing, something just to support you in your life's journey. What else do I need to tell you? Yes, I'll be using these stones within these messages. Take this off. Love these stones. They impart so much knowledge and wisdom. So we'll be supported and guided by them as well. Let's get on with your reading. Messages for Virgo. Virgo. Messages for Virgo. Please give me messages for Virgo for July and onwards. Messages for Virgo. Excuse me, I do like the cards to jump out, so as I say that. Let's see if I can get it up. It's the Knight of Wands reversed. As I said, I may not read the complete and utter reversal or what's on the card. It's the energy that the cards bring to the reading. Okay, messages for Virgo. Virgo is all over the place. That I'm feeling. 3 cards jumped out. Actually, the Hermit, Virgo, that is you. The Empress, upright, and 7 of Swords. Right. Put the cards down and tap in to this energy, Virgo. I straight away I go with my senses, my feelings, smells, whatever comes along. Straight away, I've got a frog in my throat, my voice, as you can hear. You need to talk. You need to speak up, Virgo. May not be in your usual way. I have a headache. I have a piercing headache over my left eye. It just sort of came. Clearing slowly. I'm hearing that you've taken too many chances. I'm just going to reel off what comes. Take what you will as your message. I feel that you've been really reckless. I feel that you've been doing whatever comes to you. You don't care. Save yourself. do whatever makes you feel good, as long as you're supported, as long as you're feeling okay, as long as you appear to be in the right, on board, top dog, having the last word, feeling supported. You're just absolutely reckless. You're doing anything and everything. Anything and everything goes. You're speaking completely out of turn. You're doing all kinds of shit to anybody, anything, anyway, anyhow, anything. And you're justifying it. You're feeding people shit sandwiches to eat whole. Any old crap. Doesn't matter. As long as you don't have to seek the truth. As long as you don't need to go inside. You know, you're telling other people what they need to do. You're determining how people feel. You're even telling them not to feel like that, and they don't actually feel the way that they say they're expressing themselves to be. You're actually taking the mick. Or have been. But these people are human beings in their own right. And when you're doing your thing, Virgo, and when you're at your peak with it all, you forget that people have their own feelings, their own thoughts, their own ways of doing things, make their own decisions and choices, may not consider that the choices, decisions, or thoughts or actions, deeds that you've done are not the right thing. You don't actually care. You're just there for what's good for you. And why is this? Why is this happening? Why does this continue to happen, actually, Virgo? This is not the first time. It's not the only time. Earth signs are very grounded. We say all the right things about Virgos and earth signs, but they have their imbalances like everyone else. It may depend on their sun, moon, rising, and this is for Virgo, sun, moon and rising. Virgos, I find, are probably the most sensitive earth sign that in my experience. But they always seek balance, to be grounded, be forthright. But why? Why is there this need? If you were right all the time, why do you persist in telling people what to do if your way was the right way? Do you see what I mean? If everything was as perfect as you would like it, it wouldn't need to change, would it? So who says your way is the right way? Please understand this, Virgo. You'll save yourself a lot of grief because you literally grieve. It really runs deep when things don't go your way. Why is that? If everybody had their own way in life, what would happen? Really think about what I'm saying. And I think I said something similar in the last reading. So the energy continues, Virgo. Maybe this is a lifelong lesson. We have our traits, our astrological traits, our sun, our moon, our rising. But it doesn't mean that they suit our needs. They are benefiting our life at the time. Things change. You're mutable. You should be able to go with some of that flow and not be so rigid. It supports you in organising things. Fantastic organisers. Some, not all actually. Some. And this may resonate for some of you. But please, if you feel there's an element of truth about anything that I say in this message, please just look at it, at least. Don't dismiss what I'm saying, because not every single part of this reading is relevant to you. That's denial. That's a whole different ball game. That's what the King of Wands does. Okay, so let's see. Let's look at the past, Virgo. I see Virgo at home, at a family party. They are uncomfortable. Their eyes are shifting from corner to corner, looking at auntie, uncle, cousins, niece, dad. And I say niece, dad, but I think it's, yeah, it's your dad's niece. That's weird. Something about a niece. Anyway, we'll get into that. So everybody's relaxed, dancing. Some of them are chatting. The little cousins that you should be with are laughing and joking, having fun. So what's the deal, Virgo? Why are you in a corner, sitting on the chair, with everything all in a row, neat and tidy? All the other kids have been running around, juice all over their top, food all over them, splattered all over them. They've been having a good time. Socks around their ankles. Their ties swished around the wrong way round. The elastic's gone. And you're just sitting there. in the corner. You've eaten your food with a napkin at the table with the adults. In perfect order. The vegetables first. Eaten all your greens. Drank your drink, not a spot over your top. All the food's in the plate, what's left over. Nothing round the sides. You've excused yourself, you've left the table. And you've gone back into the room where the others are. And you sit on your own. I mean, you're even within the group of children, but you're by the side, you're on your own. Why is that? Why do you feel so different? Kids are being told off for running around, messing around on the floor. Sit on the chair. Behave yourself. Calm down. Mind you get pushed over. There's a lot of people in here. Stop running in and out. If you're going to the toilet, go to the toilet and come straight back in here. All the children stay in this room. Don't be running up and down the stairs. But they never have to tell you that, do they, Virgo? Because if you're going to the toilet, you're going to ask the persons whose house it is if you have permission to use their lavatory. And you're going to go and you're going to clean the seat when you've finished, and you're going to come, shut the door, wash your hands, don't forget. Of course not. Shut the door, wipe the handle, and come back down with the tissue. Put that in your sleeve, because you mustn't be without a tissue. And sit back down. Smile at auntie and uncle, your cousins that are adults, and just be still. But there's a part of you that wishes you could be just like them. But then if you did, you'd get told off, wouldn't you? You probably would be one of those, classed as one of those kids that are just not behaving themselves and get shouted at. And that means that you'd be in the wrong. It's not great. So because of that, you'll sit in the corner, you'll behave yourself, you'll do the right thing, even though you're bored, you're hot, you're bothered, still got your socks up, a bloody tie around your neck. Actually, you like it anyway. You love that tie. That bow that's on the front of your dress. The bows in your hair. You love it. And you sit, even when you're bored, and someone looks over at you and says, "Are you ready to go?" No, I'm not ready. I'm okay, thank you. Because perfection needs to be portrayed at all times. Perfect. You want to go and play. You want to be one of the gang. You want to have fun. But then you might get told off just like them. They might do the wrong thing and then you get the blame. And you can't cope with that. You can't cope with being responsible for something that's gone wrong because you're always right. And if it's not right in your eyes, you're going to make it right in your eyes. And it doesn't go any further than that. So this is the way you've lived your life, and you've actually got away with not being particularly clever. But what you've done is you've remembered things which on the outside looks clever. And it is. A good memory is a good memory. But you couldn't try as hard as you would have liked to because you may have failed. So you settled for that B because striving for A was just too much for you. C's a pass. That's okay because you're still perfect. Everything is just so. Your uniform is really, really sharp when you go to school. So that's fine. You look good. You're neat. You're tidy. Your school bag is so organised. If anybody looked inside there, they'd be so impressed. And actually, if they don't look, you might just show them anyway. Just to inform them of your perfection. You're already sitting in the corner thinking about your school uniform. It's been washed, but you need to get it ironed. And it has to be laid out for you for Monday. You're looking at all these kids and you're saying, oh, look at all that stuff on their top. She's got bubble gum in her hair. He's got food in the corner of his mouth. Oh my OMG. Ooh. Look at her socks. I'm sure they were white when they came in here. They're grey. She's got syrup all down them. Look at his shoes. His mum's gonna kill him. They're scuffed. Oh my goodness. I would never wear a pair of shoes like that. Not my shoes. Virgos and their shoes, nuh-uh. No way. Prestige, shining. You can use them as a mirror. That tie is straight. Those bows in that hair are symmetrical. Just so. So Virgo sits. Virgo's now falling asleep, but will not voice up. My voice is going. Will not say that they want to go home because people may think differently of them. So they sit and they wait. Nod off, dribble, wake up again. And then finally their parents say, oh, it's time to go. And they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy. But they're still perfect. They straighten up their hair. They make sure everything's perfect before they get off the chair. They speak so well. And then they leave with their parents. And everything's fine. They wave at the children. And the children sort of smile and look at them and just carry on. Just think they're a bit weird, but hey. It's my cousin. And you got away with that for a time. But eventually you became more forthright because everything you did was so perfect. And as you got a little bit older, you started to voice those opinions as well. This is this, that is that. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. This is how it goes. And all the adults said, oh, how perfect, how bright, how intelligent that person is. What a good child. Into your teenage, people followed your command, your order, your lead, because you remembered everything. In some ways you were artificially intelligent, but it's fine. It's good to be that way. Good sales, good communication. You're a good communicator. It works for you. Right the way, teenage leaders. Good, solid people. Friends. Friends you've had for years. From childhood. But issues of perfection that followed you right to the present day. And now you are here in the present day. I feel in the palm of my hand, on the pad of my hand at the top, some tension. This, to me, is the analogy of your shoulders, your burdens. You're not sitting easy on this rock, this stone. It's unstable. Even though my hand is quite firm and fixed, the grooves of it is just not, it can't fit right now. And it's annoying. It's just not, it's not quite right. But I'll put my hand over it and I'll pretend that it's perfect. Even though it's wobbly underneath, even though it's really unstable, I'll just fake it. Everything's perfect, it's fine. Virgo, this is what you've been doing for a long time. Even now, there's so many insecurities within, dear Virgos. So much imbalance. Because you're running on this perfect world, these perfect people, this perfect life, these wonderful situations you're in, they're all absolutely perfect. If someone steps out of line, you will finish them arse. And I mean, Virgo, you can be so damning. It's horrible. You're ruthless. Or have been. Ruthless. Think about it. If everybody behaved like you, what would this world become? But because you've got the gift of the gab, because you portray this stability and this perfection, you've got away with it, haven't you, Virgo? But you've realised now you're not coping. These coping mechanisms that you've always had, this artificial intelligence, this facade, I think you're realising it can't continue. Those people that really hurt your feelings without you, they wouldn't have a clue that they've done this to you. Because you never showed it. Outwardly, you're intact. You're not phased. But Virgo, you are. You portray this cold, icy person that's unfeeling, but actually, your feelings run really deep. When you love very, very deeply. But when you hurt deeply too, really deeply. And I'm not dismissing any other sign or any other person, but it runs so deep. You become so affected, infected by this betrayal, by these words, by these people, by that person who said they love you. What a shit. They've messed up your perfect world. How dare they? Who the hell do they think they are? I mean, I knew things weren't right. I knew that person was taking the piss out of me behind my back. But, you know, outwardly it just seemed so perfect, didn't it, Virgo? But when push come to shove, it really messed you up. So you try to grip, maintain control, but you're erratic with it. You're so erratic. What you say and what you do is just so out of sync with who you really should be. You're insecure, Virgo, bless your heart. Just acknowledge it. We are all insecure at some time, in some way. And if we don't deal with our feelings, it gets buried. It's it's probably now buried so deep you don't have a clue. You don't even know what it is. Virgos can really go within themselves anyway. They can be truly that hermit. And they go deep. You've never seen deep till you've met how a Virgo goes deep. And they are also empaths. They take on what's going on in other people's lives. Really affects them. But then they avoid their own feelings. They don't quite get to the core because that's scary and it's not perfect. And then they put on this facade of control and containment and organization and structure but you know, let's be real, Virgo. Just take a minute. If you were that grounded, why would this energy be here? Why would everything you do right now towards your own life purpose be quite messed up? Why are things not going right? Why are you constantly feeling like you're being called out? Whether that's your inner voice, whether that's that person at work that's pissing you off, whether it's your partner at home that's just not behaving themselves, it's because of your insecurities, Virgo. Allow them. It's fine. It's not ideal. It's scary. But acknowledge them. They're part of you. They're pieces of you. And all these pieces fit that jigsaw puzzle of your perfect world. But they're not quite matching. They've been thrown up in the air. You're so insecure in that job. That person who is secure in themselves is making you feel so insecure. And you just can't get a handle on it. You portray this person who's solid, secure, knows themselves, knows what they're doing, sorts out everybody else's problems. Everyone else has the issue. Never you. That's shit sandwiches, guys. That's what you're giving people. That's what you're digesting yourself. Big shit sandwich. It's very, very vile. I'm being honest with you, Virgo. And this is your introspection. I want you to think about this. I'm not saying it's for every Virgo out there. I'm not saying that that's the only and ultimate thing that's going on in your life right now, but I do feel it's an ongoing saga for whoever it is for out there. It's an ongoing issue. You're discontent. You're trying to control everything. You're domineering. You have to be right. You speak of all your perfections. You jump at everybody else's imperfections. Who do you think you are, Virgo? You have them too. You have a lot. We all do. That's how we learn. You're not perfect, Virgo. And guess what? No one is. And it's absolutely fine. But what's not fine is when you want to control every situation. When everything needs to be exact. And if it's not, you're going to do something really defiant, I want to say. Defiant until the end. To make sure it's your way. You can't force. That's like telling the universe what to do. It's impossible. People have their free will, their willpower, just like you. They have their ideas of perfection as well. And it's not necessarily the same as yours. Sorry about the noise. But I think you are realizing everything I'm saying. You are realizing you're now at that point where this is a time of change. And you're scared. You're really scared. You want to go completely inside yourself. But now is not the time. Be brave, Virgo. My stomach is bubbling. Do you have stomach problems? Have you always suffered with digestion problems? Something always going on there? That's your safety. That's you not feeling secure enough. You never have. Let go of the control issues. Who says your way is the right way? And this feels like the last reading. And at that point, you were trying, Virgo. Bless you. You were trying. And you've gone cold again. I'm icy. My hairs are on end. You've gone again. Where are you? Come back. Don't go inwards. Your thoughts will tell you all kinds of shit that's not true. Nothing is perfect. Nothing is perfect. Everything is perfect. Everything is perfect. Just how it needs to be. You don't need to change it. You don't need to organise it. You don't need to worry about it. You worry too much. Stop it. You create problems that aren't even there because you need to worry. Because then you'll be important. And then you'll be responsible. And you'll be the only one that can do it. That's not true. Let other people do it. Let them be them. Be free. You know what you married. You know the commitment you got into. You knew it was unstable. My stomach is going. This is all truth. And this is, the truth is hitting you. My stomach is just gurgling and going. Bless you, Virgo. It's safe. You're safe. Okay? That person loves you for you. That job you've been in for some time. You know it inside out. If it's not there, it's been some other place. But it's a similar thing. You like consistency. You like to stay within something that you're familiar with. Usually because you want to control it, but we'll excuse that one. Usually because you want consistency, and that's fine. But you be consistent. Take control of you. Because right now, you're not in control. You're not in the right place. Your head, your heart, your emotions. But they've been like that. They are like that. And what you need to realize is this is not all about you and how you feel life should go. You can check that off. You can, that's perfect. You can do it. No. Let life be whatever it needs to be. Of course, be responsible. Of course, be orderly. But you can't control people. And that's, I think, what you can't understand. That you can't let go of. And this is why your emotions are going all over the place, because as soon as you try to control one aspect, everything just goes to shit. You know who that person is. You know what they're capable of. There's good things about them, and there's not so good. The not so good that you don't appreciate, it's just tough, really. You can encourage them, you can support them, and give a little bit of guidance. Other than that, Virgo, forget it. The only person you can control is yourself. You can control your environment to a degree. You can tidy up, you can clean, you can organise. And boy, do you like it just so, organised and clean. That's good. But then when other people don't do that, you're not supposed to get that upset. It's really not that deep. That toothpaste left on the sink is not the end of the world. Those couple of cups left on the side until they come in from work or school, it's just let it go. If you want to find time to organise and clean and do all of that before you go to work, do it. But don't complain when others don't want to, because they have their own mind. They have a life too, an opinion, emotions, and actually, you're not making them feel good, Virgo. You've got really good intentions, but what you're doing is not right. When you met that person, they were a free spirit. When you met those group of friends, they had their own personalities. They had their own interests in doing whatever they needed to do. You can't control everything and everybody. Let go, Virgo. And this is what's making you uncomfortable, because I think you've now realised you can't do this. It's hurting you. You're in a period of deep introspection and it's so uncomfortable. You so don't want to do this. It's so not perfect. Guess what? That tie was never straight. Those bows in your hair were never ever symmetrical. Those adults, not for 1 minute, didn't think that you could be just like those other kids. You were not fooling them. Your mask, your pretentious attitude of being perfect, in a heartbeat, they will tell you off. And guess what? You could never keep that up. Never. You'll never, ever, ever be perfect. Sorry to tell you. Actually, I'm not sorry. You need to know. Life has never, ever been perfect. You have been hurt just like the rest of us. You are going to have to move on and let go just like the rest of us. Because there's a shift now with you. It's horrible. It's like the butterfly coming out of the chrysalis. It's painful. It hurts. You're all over the place. But Virgo, bless yourself with some peace. Finally, put it to rest. You like to organise things. Put that in its compartment at the back of your brain. In fact, just throw it away. You don't do junk. You don't do loads of shit all over the place. You throw things away. If they're broken, you'll try and fix them, but if it doesn't happen, you'll get a brand new one. And a very good standard one as well. You don't mess around. You like good stuff. So why aren't you doing that for yourself? Come on, Virgo. Make good for you. Bless yourself with this loving relationship. Bless yourself in this family. And if this job is not where your heart is, but you're just used to and used to the same old routine, you can do this routine somewhere else. Time for change, Virgo. That person doesn't really like you. I don't know who that's for. They don't really like you. They don't get you. And you know what? You don't get them either. You really don't like them. And you never will. And they're never going to change to the way you want them. And it's just never going to be right. So just jog on. Move. Shift. Get going. Find something else. Change your life. Change your attitudes and behaviours. Feel encouraged, Virgo. People love you for who you are. But there's ways in which you could just help yourself. Let go of some stuff. Get rid of it. Be abundant. Be loving. Be caring. Let go. Don't be so structured and so rigid. Show people. If you love him, show him. Don't be scared. That's for some of you out there. Show him you love him. Stop making this a structured relationship. Perfection and progression in the way you want it. I've got something in front of me and it says, always a work in progress. And it's a therapy group. And it's right in front of me. And there's a picture, a very basic picture with a brain. You can see there's a brain there. So, Virgo, my message to you from this message is, if you need support, reach out. If you can't handle this, Virgo, it's okay. Allow someone else to help you. Get some therapy. Seek some guidance. Go to church. Go and have a healing. Your heart needs to be open and free. I feel you are hurting inside. But the way you're going about it is hurting everybody else. You're scared, you're angry, you're reckless with your words, you're pulling people to rank, but you're not, it's plain to see to them that you're not in control. And I think you know it. You actually know that they know. Come on, Virgo, let's move away from the structure for this part, this aspect of your life. And let's be open to all those good energies. You know, worry is an energy, control is an energy, you know, insecurity, all these low vibrational energies. Fear. Lighten up. You have to. It's time now. Lighten up. Relax yourself. Allow others. Let them be themselves. You're still going to love them, Virgo. They're not going to leave you. But they will leave you if you don't change. They'll leave you alone. Right alone. You'll be alone. Like the hermit. Don't do this to yourself. Don't push people away. Stop trying to control everything. It's ugly. People don't like it. When you try and control people, they're even worse. They'll go behind your back. I don't know who that's for out there. They'll do anything to stop hearing your voice of structure. they'll do it behind your back. They'll walk away from you and go and do it somewhere else. You can't stop them. And in the meantime, you're not looking pretty, Virgo. It's not nice. It's good to be important, but self-importance is a bit over the edge. People value you for who you are, Virgo. Wonderful, wonderful people. But there's this aspect of you really need to hurry up and look at. The time is right now. Allow your socks to get dirty. Let them roll down to your ankles. Play with the kids. Feel that joy. It's okay. It's great. It's natural. There's no false pretenses. There's no mask. No facade. Just be you. Just be human. Normal human being. You'll be okay. Don't be scared. It's fine. Those adults would have told you off anyway, but it's okay. Don't take it on. Don't take it personal. Don't go so deep, Virgo. Some things in life are just not important. Let it go. Love yourself. Love others. Embrace who you are. Just be you. I was going to say be imperfect, but you're perfect. You're perfect. But control is not perfect. Control of others is the insecurities within you. Just let go. Love yourself. Be yourself. Have fun. Get dirty. Pull the bows out of your hair. Turn the tie round backwards. Just be you. Everybody loves you for who you are. Always remember that. There's never a reason why you have to control anyone else. Only if they're in a prison where they've done something that is punishable, where they need restriction, where they've not conformed. They've damaged something, someone. Those people in your life deserve pure, unconditional love from you. And you deserve that too. This is a two-way street. You can't put a facade up and then expect someone to love you unconditionally. You've got to give them the real you. Okay, Virgo? Strike that balance. Please let go. Be happy. Be in love. Okay, Virgo. Like, share, subscribe. Please. There may be messages here for other people. So please do share that with them. You're good at sharing. So bless them with these messages. Please go over what I've said to you today. There's lots and lots of messages in there. There's so much more, but that will be for another time. As I said, this is a July reading, but this may be an ongoing life change you need to make. Please, Virgo, just look at it, okay? And please be true to thyself. Be true. Take care.